Sagittarius, welcome back for your June reading. Now this is quite a big read, but I have condensed it, and that's because I've pulled the cards ahead of time. I will pull the clarification on the singles and couples bit. We've also pulled some chakra cards, and I'm going to directly relate them into your money, general and family life, as well as for singles and couples. I will directly relate the chakra related area and how it directly applies to your given situation of how you're dealing with it. Now I've also pulled a stone, which is, well, they're either crystals or stones. Now with this, it's about your health and your heart, which one of your cards you have is directly connected to heart chakra. Maintaining a healthy heart improves belief about good health and overall well-being, increasing healthy outlook on all levels, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So it's about your connections. And it's about love again, because the chakra card you've got is about your connections. So you've got 3 chakra cards. And again, I'll try and remember the hurts. Now, if I get it wrong, I'm human. So I've written it down. I've done a bit of a catch up on it. On one of the other videos, I've got to actually update it. Now, you have pleasure, which is the sacral chakra, heart chakra for your connections, and third eye. Now, with your third eye, you need to listen to 9.63 hertz for your solar plexus, sacral chakra. I will write all the frequencies down at the bottom, and I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to directly relay it into the reading. So I'll get into your money section, and again, if you're wanting to make a booking, I will put the link directly below. I'll try and do mid-month videos, but let's just get through this first. Okay, now financially speaking, it may be that you're wanting to think things over. You're trying to see the bigger picture. You're wanting to have a good life. Now, it can be that the chakra is overactive or underactive or blocked. Now, to tune into these frequencies, listening to meditation music while you're sleeping is beneficial. It's anything that you're wanting in relation to your pleasures in life. So how it can directly affect you at a financial level. With your sacral chakra, it can be your creativity. So if you're finding it hard to get that oomph and get out of bed and actually be motivated to do the work, this is where it's going to block you. And again, it will affect your connections, your family life, your work colleagues, the way you enjoy it, the emotions, your moods, your money and your goals, and it can cause cravings. So be mindful of that. Also, you visually seeing an outcome connected to your money. You might have been blocked connected to this, but you've got to really use your third eye connected to it. Really use your intuition. You know, are you able to use your intuition in this situation? Are you being healthy? Is your passion for this job at a healthy level? A lot of us are changing. Is there compassion and caring directly connected to this? Do you feel that you have a desire in this area? Do you feel balanced? And can you forgive a situation if it's not working out according to plan? Do you feel connected? Are you passionate about it? It's all saying the same thing, okay? Now, your success directly comes down to how you vibrationally feel about yourself and about the situation. And again, it is the laws of attraction. So it might be that you're coming to a place where you're looking at the bigger picture and you're thinking you need to do it because it's your obligation, but you need to keep your vibration correct. A lot of blocks can be coming up at the moment. You might not be feeling as rich, but it's got to come from the inside out. And again, when you do the heart chakra work, it balances everything to a point where finances start coming in, love starts coming in, connections with family start balancing. In your general life, you really need to paint a different picture inside your head to create a different picture outside of your head. It might be that you do need to act in a different way connected to particular individuals, even if they vibrationally have not been correct towards you. Changing the way in which you relate to these individuals or releasing the energy permanently so that you can move forward with your life. Again, that can be work colleagues and opinions towards yourself. Eating healthy as well is going to increase your heart chakra, but also the type of people that you're mixing with in your general life. The people that are coming towards you, I do feel you guys healing a lot of people, but really putting yourself second. But as long as you're applying the energy correctly and you're doing it towards yourself in a loving way, and you're finding happiness and pleasure in situations you're directly linked to, and the people you're linked to, you will visualize the best successful outcome. Now, again, a lot of manifestation going on, guys. You know, your body is going to directly react to the way in which you're looking at a picture. It can be that vibrationally you're more positive this month. And it might be because of a few triggers that come up. So on the external, you might be looking like everything's fine, but on the inside is what's going on. And Chiron's very much like that. It's the things that are going on under the surface, not on the outside physically. A lot of it is old energy that comes back up for us to directly look at. But we do need to look at our wounds. Okay, in your family, you feel you can't be yourself. Or you feel that you need to be honest towards someone in the connection and come from a place of love, but come from a place of truth for you. You're not seeing that things are changing. You might not have seen these people in a while. You might not have been experiencing pleasure in this area. But you are having an awakening, and it can be that you're coming into your own, you're doing a lot of healing, and you're waking up to situations, but you're still doing the heart chakra. So you might have heartfelt things come up that are emotionally nagging on your heart, but you know that you need to directly address them. But it comes from inside first, then towards these individuals. It can be also that you're wearing a fake mask to appease and please everybody else within the family, or that you feel this is the way they're reacting and you're very tired of it, but you still love them, but you don't know why they do this, and it really frustrates you. It can be your partner, it can be your family, but it's directly connected, coming back to you. And again, this really hinders the pleasure that you feel within the connections, and what you see directly impacts the way you feel about them. Couples. Okay. You're trying to be very balanced in this relationship. You're trying to come from a place of love, but you're also not being manipulated in this situation. You've been through the ringer in life, and the way you're looking at things is really from a heart place. You're really going inside yourself. You would give your arm and your leg to this connection. Now, a lot of what's coming this month you might emotionally be unprepared for. And your intuition of what you're seeing, what your heart's telling you, people around you, and the enjoyment you had or have is telling you something. Now, there might be conflict. And again, we are going into retrograde, so don't get paranoid. This is a temporary energy. I'll try and do mid-month, and I'm going to pull clarifiers. If it's a conflict, it feels as though the conflict is going to dissipate. Now, your partner might feel some sense of entitlement. Now, it might be directly connected to their family. Again, you guys are mirroring each other. There's lots of lessons coming through for us this month. Lots of lessons in general. Now, it might be that they're doing something overboard, either communicating with you overboard, or going back over old habits, and they're coming through in a trigger sense, and it's frustrating you. Might be that they're drinking or smoking too much. Again, this does happen with the way the planets are. They're really wanting these burdens to lift. They're finding them quite difficult. And again, it can be that they're really wanting to get the best out of themselves, and they're pushing themselves too hard. So it can be physically they're overdoing something. Could be exercise, could be the amount of energy they're putting into the relationship, or carrying something because you're otherwise busy working. But they're using their intuition as well. And it can be that they're very psychic. It could be that they're going to a psychic. You might find a lot of this month being a bit harsh in energy, and both of you might be feeling this. This could be an external situation. But you're letting go of what doesn't serve you, and it might feel that a situation might be suspended for a temporary point in time. You're putting a lot of effort into it, the both of you, but you don't want it taken, but you're feeling something is being taken from you. It might be your integrity, it might be, you know, your happiness, because of external people needing on you. Might be a family related dynamic, because families come up quite heavily. This could be your children, your child. It can be family members, your side or their side. But it just feels like conflict. It doesn't feel super heavy. Let's see what else is coming through with clarification cards. Okay. Now, you feel there's an enemy. So whatever's coming, or whatever has happened, you weren't really prepared for. It might be some conflict happening around you. It could be the disputes, or it could be within the relationship. Now, something you're not trusting is that time heals things, but you're not seeing the bigger picture of this. It can be that this burden that you've been carrying is hard work. And that the change will be the communication, okay? Excuse me. The lack of communication, and that's happened all of a sudden. You weren't expecting that. You feel like the people that love you, or this person in the way they're communicating with you, they're not showing their true colors, or something's changed. You just don't understand it. Now, when it comes to your partner's family, it may be that they look at things differently. It might be that your partner has matured, and they're feeling that they've invested something in this situation, and they want to see the fruits of their labour. Now, even though they're using, and it can be that they're using money incorrectly, they feel it's their position and they can. They want to be happy. They don't see the problem. It can be that they're home because they've been carrying these burdens. They don't want disaster. They're trying to avoid that. They're following their intuition, and they're hoping everything's going to be okay. I feel it might be finances, guys. Let's see. What is this situation? Now, between you. Okay. Between you, you're both tired, but you're coming out of that fatigue. Something is taking you by surprise. It may be another child is on the way for some of you. It might be that family and the love, birthdays, because there is the child card here as well. For some of you, it could be a new love where it's come on your side or your partner's side, that an external person is there. Or it can be a child. Yeah, it feels on your partner's side. There might be a love interest, or it might be a new baby on the way. But something's ending. Some way of directly relating to each other is ending, and it's changing. Now, again, I will try and do a mid-month, but we'll see if that energy changes. Most of the energy is generally temporary. So even if it looks chaotic, sometimes that can change very, very quickly. But again, try and get your chakras balanced, because that can change the whole frequency of the reading. Singles. You're wondering if this change is ever going to come. You're wondering if you're ever going to pep up and you're going to feel better because you're wanting to be happy. You're wanting a connection, but you're not seeing it yet. And you want your heart's desires. Okay? You can't see the love. You don't feel the love. You don't even know whether to put your energy into this situation anymore, or into love in general. But time will heal, and you feel an energy that something is coming. Your energy at the moment is be super careful. You can be manifesting your deepest fears, and a lot of times when we're alone, it does feel temporary, but I do feel people coming back from the past, or it can be a new person that is moving towards you after a dark time. This person isn't feeling as grounded. You do take this person's breath away. Their heart is still healing, and they're following their intuition. Okay, you're being very protective of yourself, but you do want some clarity. So for some of you, this is connected to a past situation. Now, it can either be that you may get communication from someone from the past and you're on guard, or it could be that you're healing from a past tense situation. Okay. So, even though you can't see a change and you're still trying to get balanced, again, it can be your chakras. You're very on guard and protective. And even though you can't see, the light is coming, the clarity is coming. And again, where you're not trying to apply your energy, you're just trying to get back into a peaceful place. But there is going to be a strengthening of bonds. That can be while you're going through this transition. Your friendships and your family members are super important. And the connection you have with yourself. It feels more internal work. You feel you've done enough and you're like, you just don't have more to give. You're really tired. Again, you got self-love in reverse. So again, it does come down to self-love. And remember, heart chakra, sacral chakra, which is creative. So this directly affects money, these two, okay? So with this, you need to get that balance because it's your darkest fear. So the self-love, you're afraid to do that work. You're afraid to be alone. It may be that it doesn't have to be that you're physically afraid of being alone. It can be that there's going to be some energies that crop up that are going to trigger you this month. Again, it does feel like a temporary energy. This other person who you're thinking about or who's coming towards you, although they might not have been nurturing, this could be towards you or themselves, they are spiritually growing. And where you've taken their breath away, they're building strength for this connection. And even though they're guarding their heart as well, they're changing the way they deal with people. If they did wrong by you in the past, their energy's changing where they're removing temptations. And their intuition is showing them that you're the one for them. Okay? Their intuition's telling them. Now I'm going to leave it on that note. If you are wanting to make a booking, the link is directly below. Lots of love and light, guys. I'll talk to you later.